Welcome to the Your Home Sold Guaranteed radio show, where you get advice you can trust from the Capital Region's leading experts in real estate and all related fields. From the latest real estate trends to the best mortgage rates, from curb appeal to home warranty, this is the talk show that will help you save and make the most when it comes to buying or selling your most valuable asset. Now, here's your host, broker and founder of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, the property shop, John Bevilacqua.
Good morning. Johnny G in the house. They call him the Maytag man in some circles.
Why?
He's known as the appliance repairman, John Gabriel.
I can't repair anything.
Your toaster's on the fritz. This is the guy to call.
Yeah.
What's going on, Johnny?
Another Saturday, and going to be a mild day today. Look for some snow Monday morning.
Yes, sir. That's it, man. It's
that time of year.
It's feeling like springtime out there right now, to be honest with you. All the snow melted.
Tomorrow, too. Yeah.
Going to get some rain. So anyway,
man, a lot of rain tomorrow.
A lot of rain.
Watch out for that.
A good show today. We're going to put one in the books. We got a guest that we've had on in the past.
On his way.
He's on his way. He's running in the door as we speak. Shawn Moodie from Moodie Blues Consulting is going to be talking to us about his new book that he has coming out. So he's got a book that he just launched on Amazon. That
good. Okay, so it's available through Amazon.com.
It is. It's about how you can build business credit, to be successful and be your own bank. And in this case, what we're going to do with it is we're going to relate it to how in the real estate investment world you can leverage the information from Shawn's book on investing in real estate, building your business to have real estate assets.
Wow.
And a lot of different other strategies. So, because that's what we do on the show, right? Our show is designed for our listeners to get the most up-to-date, real-time information on market conditions, tips and tricks on how to buy and sell your home. And it's what we do. I'm not bragging. I've been doing this for 20 years. The show is, helping me to apply to sell your home or help you buy a place, but also to bring you guys, as an educator, information in the real estate world. Now, this is a call-in show. We're hoping we get some calls for Shawn's new book. You can give us a ring at 476-5900. Johnny G's working the switchboard. He's going to take the calls. When we get back, we're here from our sponsors quick. We're going to have Shawn here live in the studio, and we're going to talk about his new book.
To schedule an appointment with John Bevilacqua to help you buy or sell your home, call 518-957-SOLD or go to johnnyhasthebuyers.com. John will be right back with more of the Your Home Sold Guaranteed radio show here on Magic 100.5 and AM 590.
It's John Tesh. If you're thinking of selling your home, let me take the stress out of deciding which agent to hire. In the Capital Region, the agent I recommend is John Bevilacqua, founder of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty at the Property Shop. So for 2 decades, John has helped more than 2,500 families buy and sell the place they call home. That's a solid track record, one that's backed up by dozens of 5-star reviews. Hello. In fact, John is so confident in his marketing system to attract the right buyer for your home that he guarantees to sell it at a price and deadline you agreed to, or he's going to buy it himself for cash. And he provides that guarantee in writing. The agent I trust is John Bevilacqua, and he's the agent you should trust too. His name is his promise. Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. So write this number down. It's 518-957-SOLD. That's easy. 518-957-7653. Or go to JohnnyHasTheBuyers.com. I love that one. JohnnyHasTheBuyers.com, and you'll get your home sold guaranteed.
Buying or selling the place you call home can be stressful. When you have questions, you don't want to wait for answers. Well, for 20 years, Kim Salerno and her team at Salerno Law have built a solid reputation with buyers, sellers, and real estate agents as fast, respectful communicators. They know Salerno Law will protect their rights and respond quickly when a question arises. Trust Salerno Law. Call 518-309-3404 and check out their 5-star reviews at SalernoLawNY.com.
Finding the right mortgage can be stressful. What's really the best rate? Which term makes sense? Hi, I'm Ben Forcucci at Freedom One Funding in Latham. We work with 10 different lenders who provide 100 different mortgage products. I'll listen to what your needs are, and then I'll do the work to find the right option for your particular situation. We have special expertise in helping first-time home buyers. So eliminate the stress and call me today at 542-LOAN. I'm Ben Forcucci from Freedom One Funding, and I'll do the shopping for you. Call 542-LOAN.
If you're buying or selling your home and would like to schedule an appointment with John, call 518-957-SOLD or go to johnnyhasthebuyers.com. Now back to the Your Home Sold Guaranteed Radio Show and your host, John Bevilacqua.
All right, guys, thanks for tuning in and staying tuned into the Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty Radio Talk Show. We have Shawn, the man Moodie from Moodie Blues Consulting's in the studio today to talk about his new book. Now, Shawn is not a stranger to the show. Say what's up, Shawn. How you doing, buddy?
Good morning, John. Glad to be here.
Great, man. Yeah, so Shawn's not new to the show. We've had him on before. He's talked about so Moodie Blues Consulting. I mean, Shawn, tell us a little bit about the company so we can give listeners a backstory before we get into the book.
Yeah, absolutely. So at Moodie Blues Consulting, we're focused on empowering consumers by helping them establish, build, repair, maximize both consumer credit and business credit. So, we employ different strategies to help them get to their goals, whatever that might be, obviously, including buying a home, right? Which, as we know, credit is important.
Yeah, absolutely. And Shawn, I mean, just give a little background on Shawn. He comes from the banking world, so he took his banking background and took the credit specialization aspect of it and ran with it and started the Moodie Blues. So Shawn's got a new book coming out that we really want to discuss because we're going to take kind of the some of the key points of the book. Which the book, I don't want the listeners to get confused. This isn't a real estate business credit building book. We're making it about real estate because that's what the show's about, right?
Now, what's the name of the book again?
Go ahead, Shawn.
Perfect formula for business credit and funding.
The perfect formula. Got it? The perfect formula for business credit.
That's what to look for.
Now, not only am I a patient of Shawn's, but I'm I'm in the business.
A patient?
Yeah, that's right. He's like the credit doctor. I'm telling you, I call him the Jack LaLanne of credit building. He gets mad because I date him, but he's not even that old. So this program, tell them how this. We're not going to get into all the premise of the book and how everything works.
Yeah, the premise of the book is really to, I guess, for lack of a better phrase, just dumb it down, right? Because financing, whether you're trying to get financing for personal reasons or even for your business, can be very complicated. It can be stressful. It can be difficult, especially if you're a new small business owner. And being a small business owner myself and going through that journey and understanding how difficult it can be to really establish cash flow, right? I was using my business debit card when I first started my business. And luckily I had good personal credit, but, that's not sustainable. And I think we found that out during the pandemic, right? Unfortunately, I saw a lot of great businesses go under because they didn't have established credit, right? Yep. Mm-hmm. So you got to have credit for a rainy day, either on the personal side and especially on the business side. And so this book is really giving details. We didn't want to just talk about theory. We want to go into real tactics that you can take to establish business credit, which is credit that's attached to your business, where you're going to get 100 times more credit capacity, better rates, better terms. And what you really want to do is you want to separate your personal finances and your assets. You want to separate that from your business if you're a business owner. And
so you have a lot of do's and don'ts in this book, which is good.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
We want to make it simple as possible. And again, share tactics that people can employ.
Now, we're encouraging call-ins because I'm speaking for Shawn, but we're gonna give away a couple of books today, if that's okay with Shawn.
Let's do it.
So if you guys have invested in real estate, thought about investing in real estate, and I think we can break this down to even buying a single family home as a personal residence under the business, I think is attainable. Am I wrong, Shawn?
You can do that, but again, you want to be careful. Right. Obviously, if you buying a home where you're actually going to be living there and you're not going to have any type of tenants, or you're not doing for commercial reasons, then you want to separate that. But yes, if you're buying a property for investment reasons, you want to have it under a business structure, particularly an LLC.
Correct. So if you call in with a question, we're going to give away one of Shawn's books to you today. Okay, so it's 476-5900, 476-5900. Give us a call. You got Shawn for a half an hour right now, guys, so let's pick his brain. Shawn, I want to let the listeners know that this is not a complicated process. So when I say that I'm a patient, I'm actually going through this process right now with you, with my own business right now. So, and I have found it to be so easy because with your program, Shawn has a team in place that basically does all the heavy lifting. So I get a call once a week from somebody on Shawn's team. It's usually two different people, and they kind of walk me through the process, right? Am I correct, Shawn?
Yes. So, first of all, if a small business owner wants to establish business credit, assuming they know what they're doing, which most small business owners don't, because not a lot of information is out there. Well, actually, information is out there, but they don't know where to go find it, right?
Correct.
It takes anywhere from a year to a year and a half, assuming you know what you're doing. So with the program that we have, where we have a team of specialists that will help you with that heavy lifting. That includes helping you with the application processes, as well as making sure your business is set up the right way. Because again, if your business is not set up the right way, meaning, for as an example, the information that's at the Department of State, like your business address, if that doesn't match the IRS, if that doesn't match Dun & Bradstreet,
right,
that's a recipe for instant declines, right? And so we want to make sure your business is set up the right way. We call that business credibility and fundability. And then once we make sure your business is set up the right way, you're listed on the National 401 directory, you've got an actual website, because banks want to see that you're a legitimate business, right? And so we want to make sure that credibility is there. And then once that's set up, then we take steps that help you start building that business credit. And business credit is built in what we call layers or tiers.
Correct. I'm on layer 4 right now, just to let everybody
This guy's
know.
moving. I like it.
Yeah, man, I'm moving. I'm kicking myself in the butt because Shawn's been telling me about this for 2 years now, and I just started in, what was it, like maybe
Probably about 3-4 months ago.
Yeah, about September, I think I
Yep.
started it. So
I was
they've
begging
walked
them, people.
Yeah,
Begging
they've
them.
walked me through all the layers, and I'm pretty consistent with it, and they told me at the beginning, they're like, listen, if you stick with the program, like, you will, in 5 to 6 months, you'll be on layer 6 or 7, and you're going to wind up with thousands of dollars in business credit to use at your disposal. So this is huge for real estate guys, because a lot of times real estate people use, hard money, which is very expensive, to invest in multifamily properties, fix and flips. And I don't want to spoil the second half of the show, but it's been a big eye opener, game changer for me, and I'm starting to introduce my investor clients to the program because it's such a game changer. So, the book, I think, is going to be a powerful tool to people, and I'm excited to read it. And how can you get a copy of the book?
Yeah, so the book's actually being released next week, Saturday. So December 16th, it'll be on Amazon. And then we also have a website called businessperfectformula.com.
Businessperfectformula.com. All right. And you're hearing it first, guys, right on this Your Home Sold Guaranteed Radio Real Estate Talk Show with my man, Shawn Moodie. Now, in terms of the process itself, to set up, now, just to give everybody, in order to get this process started, you have to set up a limited liability corporation. Am I right?
Well, it's got to be some sort of business entity.
Entity, correct.
So,
Yep.
LLC, it can be an S Corp, C Corp. You don't want it to be a sole proprietorship, though, because that's where, from a tax perspective, you blur the lines between your personal and your business, right? And so, ideally, like I said, an LLC, S Corp, C Corp.
And at the end of the day, this is not an expensive process to get started.
It doesn't have to be.
Right.
The program you're in, again, we're a lot of small business owners, especially if they're busy, successful, they don't have the time, the patience. Like I said, it takes a year and a half to really establish a good profile. Here's a good analogy. Like when you got your first credit card on the personal side, right, you entered the credit world. However, if you just had the one credit card and you didn't open any other accounts, you didn't have any student loans, you didn't have any auto loans, no personal loans, then you'd have what's called a thin file, meaning experience says that's any consumer that has 5 or less accounts is basically a thin file.
Right. We talked about it on the last show, actually.
So, again, you go into a car dealership now, you've got a 750 credit score, but you only have one account open, you might get declined because they don't have enough history on you.
Yeah.
Banks need to understand what kind of borrower you are, right? And so, same thing with business credit. You want to establish a good business credit profile so that when you are going to your local bank, your major bank, your credit union, or even some of these alternative lenders, they can see that you've got an established history, and now you can get access to those great rates, better terms, higher limits.
Yeah.
So it is a game changer.
And it also helps you strengthen your relationship with your bank, in a sense that they know now that you're going towards growing your business, you're scaling your business, and most of the time they want to help. They want you to grow with them as the bank. Am I correct?
Absolutely. They call it wallet. They want your wallet share, right? They want everything.
Wallet share. There you go.
So Absolutely. And here's the reality. 48% of small business owners are using a personal credit card to run a business.
I'm guilty as charged.
That's alarming.
It is. That's why I'm in the program, man. So listen, we're gonna take a quick break here and bring this back to the real estate side of the equation, because I think that's going to be huge for the listeners that are tuned in for real estate tips and strategies. So we're going to take a quick break. We're at the halftime. Second half of the show, Shawn's going to walk us through some strategies and tips on how this can relate to a real estate investor right on the Your Home Sold Guaranteed Radio Real Estate Talk Show with me, Johnny B, right here on Magic 100.5.
To schedule an appointment with John Bevilacqua to help you buy or sell your home, call 518-957-SOLD or go to johnnyhasthebuyers.com. John will be right back with more of the Your Home Sold Guaranteed Radio Show here on Magic 100.5 and AM 590.
Hi, I'm Matthew Stonecipher, owner of Ace Home Inspections. Whether you're buying or selling a home, let your agent know that you want to work with Ace Home Inspections because you insist on the best home inspection services in the capital region. You can also expect a home warranty, pest inspection, and mold assessment included at no additional cost. You deserve better than just a guy in a truck with a notepad. At Ace Home Inspections, we are fully staffed and here for you when you call 518-727-7091 or visit us online at acehomeny.com.
Buying or selling the place you call home can be stressful. When you have questions, you don't want to wait for answers. Well, for 20 years, Kim Salerno and her team at Salerno Law have built a solid reputation with buyers, sellers, and real estate agents as fast, respectful communicators. They know Salerno Law will protect their rights and respond quickly when a question arises. Trust Salerno Law. Call 518-309-3404 and check out their 5-star reviews at SalernoLawNY.com.
If you're buying or selling your home and would like to schedule an appointment with John, call 518-957-SOLD or go to johnnyhasthebuyers.com. Now back to the Your Home Sold Guaranteed Radio Show and your host, John Bevilacqua.
Okay, guys, back here. Shawn Moodie's got his new book coming out on Amazon next Saturday. Name of the book is The Perfect Formula for Building Business Credit.
No, Perfect Formula for Business Credit and Funding.
Business Credit and Funding. I'm sorry. You got to. This is your book, so you're saying the title, Shawn, because I'll mess it up. When I have my book, I'll announce the title, but this is all about you, my friend. So listen, we got. I want to talk about two things. So our VIP home hunter program that we offer at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty is, I think, that combined with Shawn's book as a real estate investor is like the formula. It's the perfect formula for real estate investing success because, the biggest dilemma right now investors are facing is finding properties, right? Yeah. So the VIP homeowner service, we take all of your investor criteria. We match it with our special database. We have a lot of off-market properties, good bank foreclosure stuff, company-owned properties, price adjustments, distress sales, basically all the good deals that get sold before they even make it to the MLS or the open market, hit my desk and my agent's desk, and that preferred stock, that preferred inventory goes to our preferred clients. So 957-SOLD, 957-7653. You can call the office, get set up on the program, and with Shawn's book, The Perfect Formula for, say it, Shawn,
Business Credit and Funding.
That's coming on Amazon when?
The 16th, next week, Saturday, December 16th.
And what's the website they can visit?
And the website's going to be businessperfectformula.com.
Awesome. All right, call-in show, guys, 476-5900. Johnny G's on the switchboard. Give us a call. Let's talk turkey about this book. Now that the listeners know where to get the property, Shawn, let's try to use the book premise here to talk about how we can get in. Let's take a real estate investor LLC or entity that wants to go out and buy some properties, wants to invest. It doesn't even have to be property, right? Because they can use the book for, let's say you're in property management. You own, some multifamily properties and you need equipment, drywall, construction material. How does this relate?
Yeah, absolutely. So here's the beauty of business credit. They actually call it invisible credit. Why? Because you can get lines of credit, including business credit cards, that are either personally guaranteed or a lot of it is not personally guaranteed, right? Which meaning it's not attached to your social security number. It's attached to the business EIN number. Okay. And none of these accounts show up on your personal credit report.
Beautiful.
That's important because you don't want to look over leveraged to the banks when you're going for your regular personal funding. And secondly, as you know, when you take on more debt on the personal side, what happens to your credit score? It goes down. Mm-hmm. So you want to be able to manage your business with very little to no impact on your personal credit. Now, as a real estate investor, and by the way, I've done this personally. I don't have a ton of properties like you, John, but I do have 3 commercial properties. And so as an example, I used 0% interest business credit cards to fund some rehabs on one of my properties. I also used commercial accounts with Home Depot, as an example, Lowe's, right, to buy, obviously buy materials. And I also used, there's ways that you can liquidate business cards at 0% interest and actually pay contractors. So I was able to use some of my business credit cards, liquidate some of that, some of the balance or the limit, to cash and pay contractors to rehab one of my properties.
That's awesome. So the term liquidation basically means you're taking the credit card and using the cash
and using the cash.
Okay.
And then there's companies out there.
So smart.
There's a company called Plastique.
I'm an idiot. I just use my own money.
There's a company called Plastique, Plastiq, where you can actually pay any virtually any company with credit card, even if they don't take credit cards, right? So that's a game changer as well. So again, you want to pay a contractor that may only take cash. You can pay the contractor because they'll send a wire to the contractor from the credrit card. And by the way, there's no cash advance fees, right? So I think the fees are about maybe like 3. I don't know what it is right now. Probably like 3.5%.
This guy's pulling back the curtain right now, Johnny. Like,
this is all stuff we share in the book.
Great
right?
stuff.
This is awesome. Keep going,
So
Shawn.
the bottom line is we want consumers, we want small business owners, we want investors to know there are alternatives out there. You don't have to use your personal credit. You don't necessarily have to use a hard money lender, right?
Yeah.
There's some great loan programs out there, as you know. However, there are alternatives.
How's it work with the bank? Like you start to build this thing up, you're starting to scale. You mentioned in the first half of the show, but when you talk about getting preferred interest rates from the bank, like how do they know, or like what's the trigger point for them to say, well, you know what, Shawn, like we're going to start giving you, some behind the scenes interest rate opportunities.
Yeah, great. Well, so here's what I would say. As a small business owner, especially as a new small business owner, meaning you're in business less than 2 years. Let's say you open up an LLC today, and you want funding. If you've got great personal credit, and what does that look like? At least a 700 to a 720, right? Minimum that banks are going to look at you for the most part is a 680. Okay. If you're below 680, you need to work on your personal credit.
Right.
It matters. In any event, if someone's at a 700 credit score, they've got a credit card that's at least 2 years old with a minimum of a $2,500 credit limit. They have less than 4 inquiries in the last 6 months. I'm just giving a quick example.
Yep.
They can secure up to $150,000 in business credit with no financials, a brand new business. I've done this twice.
Wow.
With 2 different businesses. Okay. Right. One business is almost $200,000 raised with no revenue. Mm-hmm. All right. So it can be done. Now, as a new small business owner, your personal credit banks don't know enough, right? Obviously, you don't have an established business credit profile,
right? Because
you're just starting. Hence the importance of having the established personal credit. Having said that, you want to build a good foundation and establish business credit. Why? Because again, your limits, your terms are going to be a lot better. So my credit cards, like for instance, a Chase Ink card, instead of being $10,000, $20,000 on the personal side, could be $50,000, $75,000 plus, right?
Wow.
It's a bigger difference because it's not based on debt to income and your social security number like on the personal side.
Right.
So it's a game changer.
So, lowering the rate, getting access to trade credit and trade lines are part of the book. We touched a little bit about scalability and like where does it get fun? Like where does it get to the point where the business is like, man, like now we can get to the next level because of some of these strategies.
Right. So again, it's built in tiers or layers. When you get to like layer 5 or layer 6, layer 5 and 6 are going to be your big business credit cards from the major banks. And then also think about, let's say you want to finance a vehicle. You can get commercial financing where, again, you want to finance a vehicle, especially if you're in a business where you need commercial vehicles or you're driving a lot for business. You can actually put that, you can actually finance that vehicle under your business. Right. Again, not personally guaranteed, so it's not going to be under Johnny B. It's going to be under your business.
Under the business.
Right?
Listen.
And then high lines of credit.
Listen, we're going to give me a quick plug on the book. Where can they find it? Where can they buy it?
Absolutely. So the book, again, is called Perfect Formula for Business Credit and Funding. It's going to be released next week, Saturday, December 16th. It'll be available on Amazon. And also the website is called businessperfectformula.com.
You heard it here, guys. I'm going to take a quick break and we're going to finish up with the show with Shawn Moodie on the Your Home Sold Guaranteed Radio Real Estate Talk Show on Magic 100.5.
To schedule an appointment with John Bevilacqua to help you buy or sell your home, call 518-957-SOLD or go to johnnyhasthebuyers.com. John will be right back with more of the Your Home Sold Guaranteed Radio Show here on Magic 100.5 and AM 590.
Finding the right mortgage can be stressful. What's really the best rate? Which term makes sense? Hi, I'm Ben Forcucci at Freedom One Funding in Latham. We work with 10 different lenders who provide 100 different mortgage products. I'll listen to what your needs are, and then I'll do the work to find the right option for your particular situation. We have special expertise in helping first-time home buyers. So eliminate the stress and call me today at 542-LOAN. I'm Ben Forcucci from Freedom One Funding, and I'll do the shopping for you. Call 542-LOAN.
Buying or selling the place you call home can be stressful. When you have questions, you don't want to wait for answers. Well, for 20 years, Kim Salerno and her team at Salerno Law have built a solid reputation with buyers, sellers, and real estate agents as fast, respectful communicators. They know Salerno Law will protect their rights and respond quickly when a question arises. Trust Salerno Law. Call 518-309-3404 and check out their 5-star reviews at SalernoLawNY.com.
Hi, I'm Matthew Stonecipher, owner of Ace Home Inspections. Whether you're buying or selling a home, let your agent know that you want to work with Ace Home Inspections because you insist on the best home inspection services in the capital region. You can also expect a home warranty, pest inspection, and mold assessment included at no additional cost. You deserve better than just a guy in a truck with a notepad. At Ace Home Inspections, we are fully staffed and here for you when you call 518-727-7091 or visit us online at acehomeny.com.
If you're buying or selling your home and would like to schedule an appointment with John, call 518-957-SOLD or go to johnnyhasthebuyers.com. Now back to the Your Home Sold Guaranteed Radio Show and your host, John Bevilacqua.
All right, guys, we got like a minute and a half to wrap this thing up. Shawn, quick last thing you wanted to cover before we head out of here.
Yeah, so with business credit, believe it or not, 90% of the vendors and lenders do not report to the Business Credit Bureau. So it's important to know which lenders, vendors, banks actually report to the Business Credit Bureaus. Dun & Bradstreet, Experian Business, right? Equifax. And so in the book, we list over 90 vendors that report to the Business Credit Bureaus, and we tell you exactly what the qualifications you need to have to actually qualify for those accounts. And we break it down by tiers and layers. Again, I can't really deep dive into it right now, but it's all there for you. So
it's all there.
If
you guys want all 90 of those names, you gotta get the book. Shawn's book's coming out on Saturday on Amazon. Name of the book, Shawn, and the website, quick, before we head out of here.
Perfect Formula for Business Credit and Funding. The website is businessperfectformula.com, and it'll also be on Amazon. Thanks again for the opportunity, John. Appreciate it.
You got it, brother. So listen, if you guys are wanting to help the community, your referrals help the community. So we're on a mission to raise $50,000 for Make-A-Wish Northeast New York, Capital Region Veteran Legacy Project, and the Animal Protective Foundation. We actually donate a portion of every one of our commission sales to these foundations. You can do by referring a friend, family member, coworker, Santa Claus over to us to help them buy or sell a house. We will donate a portion of our commission. I want to thank Shawn Moodie from Moodie Blues Credit and Financial Consulting for dropping the new book. The debut of the book was right on our show. I'm honored to have you in here, Shawn. Thank you, sir. So you guys, I think you heard it enough. You can find Shawn's book on Amazon coming out on Saturday. You guys are not going to want to miss next week's show. We got our resident mortgage broker, Ben Forcucci from Freedom One. Next week on the show, we'll see you guys then.
The Your Home Sold Guaranteed radio show is presented by Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, the property shop. Join broker and founder John Bevilacqua every Saturday morning at 8:30 to hear about the latest real estate trends here in the Capital Region, where to find the best mortgage rates, home insurance, home warranties, and more. To speak to John about buying or selling your home, call now to schedule an appointment. 518-957-SOLD. That's 518-957-7653. Or go to JohnnyHasTheBuyers.com. That's JohnnyHasTheBuyers.com.